being in super progressive Massachusetts, you know, we have the whole gamut, right? Buddhist, Christian, Jewish, Muslim, Unitarian, a little bit of each, a little bit of everything, all flavors of Christianity. I would say, you know, it's even, sometimes people are anxious to approach pastors. They feel like they're sort of, you know, up there on the pedestal with a little, walls up that you can't get access. But I would say, you know, if you really want to find a spiritual leader in a spiritual community that has the right kind of theology that is true for you, write the pastor and say, I'm a survivor. What words of wisdom might you have for me as a survivor? And then listen carefully to the response. You know, I talk about bad theologies, and I certainly dealt with my share of it coming from other people when I was in treatment. And a lot of that is about other people's projections, their own fear of death and mortality, and their need to identify why this happened to me. How could this happen to me? A young mother, a person of faith, a religious leader, you know, people who wanted to kind of put it in a box so that they could feel that they were safe, right? That they had identified why I was afflicted so that they could avoid what I did and be safe. And there's a way in which that plays out in religious community and theology, which is saying, you know, to sort of tidily box it up and say, well, you know, God's in control of this situation. Well, you don't know that for a fact. We don't know that. Why do so many how can we countenance all the terrible things that happen in the world if we really believe that God is in charge of everything? I don't believe that. I believe that God is a powerful presence in the world and luring us toward the good. But I don't think that God, you know, subjectively chooses who's going to survive cancer and who's not. So I'm very wary of people who say God is in control of the situation. I'm wary of people who say everything happens for a reason. That's for me to say. I get to decide how to make meaning of this experience of cancer. And I certainly made a lot of meaning from it. But you don't get to tell me the meaning that's getting made from this. And again, religions that want to deny all the negative emotions. If I don't have room to weep and cry and curse God, then that God is not big enough for me. I need a bigger God. I need a God who can handle the range of my feelings about what I've survived.